Everyone, I'm Aditi Kumar, roll number 8011, a BPharm MBA fourth year student, and welcome to my product sales analysis dashboard created using Power BI. So before we begin the walkthrough, I would like to briefly describe the dataset used for this analysis. The dashboard is built using a pharmaceutical sales dataset imported from MS Excel, consisting around 1,000 of rows and approximately 18 columns. The datasheet includes key business parameters like customer type, product, unit sold, unit price, discount amount, gross sales, net sales, returns, final sales, states, city, operating margin, and operating profit, data of transaction, and several other fields. So using this structured data, I have performed a complete end-to-end analysis covering sales, product performance, sales method, and operating profit supported with visually strong and analytical Power BI visuals. So in this walkthrough, I'll explain each page of the dashboard, why each graph type was used, and what the data tells us, what further analysis can be done, and how managers can use these insights for decision making. So let's begin with the navigation page. So this is the navigation page. I have designed to make the overall report a more interactive and user-friendly type of. So I have created 4 structured buttons. For one is the sales dashboard, the other is product dashboard, the sales method dashboard, and the operating profit dashboard. So this setup ensures a smooth movement between the pages and supports a clean storytelling flow. So why I have used this design is because it enhances the usability. It provides a professional and a clean structure, and it saves time for the decision maker rather than just finding what type of data you have to use. You can simply click on this and then move to the other aspect of the data. So the executives can quickly jump to the specific insight they need without searching through the multiple pages. So coming to the first part of my dashboard, which is the sales dashboard. So for this, I'll just simply press the control and click button, and I'll be moving to my sales dashboard. So this dashboard contains, on the right side, I have the KPI cards, which display the total sales, the total units sold, the operating profit, the average price, and further more details. So below the KPI, I have a year slicer, which allows the comparison between the years, namely 2024, 25, and 26. On the left bar chart, a bar chart shows total sales by the customer type. So here my customer type is basically online, hospital, pharmacy, and distributor types. So it helps us identifying that which of the customer segments contribute most to the revenue. This line chart visualizes sales over time, revealing the peaks and the dips and the other seasonalities, what are there or not. And at the bottom, this map represents sales by state. So this highlighting the geographical performance. So for example, if I want to see the total number of sales in the year of 2024, so I'll just simply click on this, and there will be a comprehensive data which tells me that in 2024, what were the total number of profits which I bought, with the company had gained with this type of analysis. In this particular KPI, the card, the overall data is given around this, that the sum of final sales is around 234.4 million. The sum of operating profit is around 39.7 million. The sum of total units sold is around 250k. The average of total price is around 1.05k, and sum of operating margin is around 17.08k. So if I have to analyze the data of a particular segment, for example, I have to analyze the data for my customer type, which is mostly online, and simply click on this, and the other KPI cards will show me the particular segment which I want to see. So for example, I can clearly state that on 4th April 2024, I had the highest sales of around 48,734.91 Indian rupees, which can tell me that the highest sale for the online segment was on that particular day. And the sum of units sold was around 68,000. And the average of the total price was around 1.04k. Similarly, for the pharmacy segment, I can see that the highest sale was around 16th January 2024, where I had the sales around 8,23,692. So the pharmacy sector also provides a major contribution to the final sales, which is around 61.96 million. Coming to the second top customer type, and the top one is definitely the online one, giving a sales around 63.51 million. And this particular geographical data also provides me a segment of online sales from all the visuals that I can see. So online sales, for example, if I have to say online sales, so the online sales in Rajasthan is supposed to be around 6,96,000 1636.78. In New Delhi, it was around 67 lakh 28,379.43 rupees, and so on. So this particular data set gives me a brief analysis of the sales of the product, which helps the customers, or which helps the decision maker to further give a managerial aspect to this, and which also helps in supporting their territory planning and how they can expand and compare sales versus profit per region. Why this map visual I have used is because it gives the best for geographic insights. The line chart I have used is because it provides it is for time or a series pattern. To let you know that why I have used these visuals. So for the KPI cards, it provides an instant business health indicators and also helps in denoting the overall performances, and it compares the KPI trends by time. So I can easily check by the different slices that what particular sales or what particular sum of operating profit was in that particular year. And it also helps in leadership quickly, as it quickly accesses the performance status. The bar chart, coming to the bar chart, it is best for the category comparison option, and for further analysis, it provides a profit by the customer type. And for the managerial aspect, it helps in focusing on the market on high value segments, so that that particular segment of market which is generating a low profit, the company can further look into that particular segment so that their sales get increases, and what all segments can be done in the highest revenue market, so further evaluations can be done. Coming to the line chart, is it supports in inventory planning and budgeting from time to time, like if the particular sales is supposed to be this in month, so what can be the forecasting of the other segments like that. And coming to the map section, it gives a sales by state data. So definitely it supports territory planning and expansion, and it compares sales versus profit per region. So it basically gives a region-wise revenue. So it is best for the geographic insights. So coming to the next part of the segment, that is the product dashboard. So product dashboard is this dashboard basically focuses on the product performance. So coming to the product dashboard. So this is my product dashboard, and it has various other charts like the stacked bar chart, which compares sales by product and the customer type, which helps us in understanding the product adoption across the customer categories. This tree map shows the product sales share, giving a view of the top selling products. The donut chart here shows the customer count. Sorry, it's not a donut chart, it's a pie chart, which shows around the customer count by the product, representing how widely each product is being purchased. And finally, this is the funnel chart, which shows the operating profit by the product and helps us in identifying the profitable versus the low margin products. So this particular data set gives, so coming to the 100, for this data, I have used a 100% stacked bar chart, which gives me a total, gives me a list of the total products and the total sales, which compares it to the customer type. So for example, if I have to check that my NeuroPlus, my other product, that is a NeuroPlus, is highest in among which type of customers. So basically, it is highest among the hospital type of customers, giving a total sales around 28.93%. generating a revenue operating profit of around 2.757 million. And in the same aspect, coming to the count of customer type, so it is 20.2%. That is highlighted portion shows around 5.9% of the overall 20.2% is because of the NeuroPlus. And in the state type, a majority of the state, like in 200 state, the product is being a blockbuster one. So the stacked bar chart, it gives me a segment-wise demand, like which particular demand is more in which particular segment, and which particular product is being more preferred by what type of customer. So this product is basically preferred by most in the hospitals. So I can, the company can definitely move over there and give a more changes, provide a more changes over there. Coming to the managerial use, supports the targeted marketing and segment strategies. Coming to the tree map, it gives a sales share by the state. So it is best for the proportional revenue comparison, and it denotes the top performing products. So other part, which is my funnel chart, So it gives me a best. It is why it is used is because it is best for the profit comparison, and the data denotes the high profit versus the low profit items. So in this particular case, my high profit item is NeuroPlus, and my low profit item is around CardioSafe 2020, which gives a total operating profit of around 6.48 million, and NeuroPlus gives a profit of around 8.92 million. So which is near to around 100%, and the last one, which is the CardioSafe, gives around 72.7% of the profit. So this particular data set gives me a brief profit analysis of the company, and it helps with the pricing and the product life cycle planning. And last is the count of the customer type, which is my pie chart. And why I have used this is because it shows a distribution of the customer adoption, and it denotes the product popularity. So which product basically is more popular in what particular segment, and what particular type of customer is focusing more on that on the purchase of that particular product. So it helps in identifying the high customer but low revenue items, and it also helps in improving the customer engagement strategy. So in this particular case also, the product with most number of customer type is the Respira Max, which has a customer type of around 21.3%, and the lowest comes to CardioSafe, which is around 17.4%. So this ends my product analysis. So coming back to the navigation page, next we have is the sales method dashboard analysis. So this dashboard basically helps in analyzing the sales behavior across the customer types and the channels. So I have used a new particular type of chart, which is the bubble chart, which compares the total sales, the total units sold, and the customer count simultaneously. And the other one is my word cloud, which highlights the units sold by the customer type, and the dominant one is usually the bigger one. So this one, in this particular segment, the online one is the dominant one. Coming next is the pharmacy one, and the third is the hospital, and fourth is the distributor type. The bar chart, this is a decomposition tree chart, which helps the company to show the distribution or the division of the sum of operating profit in all the particular segments of the customer type. So the total operating profit is supposed to be around 3.97 million. So it has been divided into 4 particular type of segments, namely online, pharmacy, hospital, and the distributor type. So from the online, the total amount of operating profit is around 1.12 million. Coming next to the pharmacy, that is around 1.04 million, and from the hospital, it is around 99 lakhs. So 9 crore 99 lakh 83,014. So this data comes around like that. And this particular chart is a tornado chart, which helps me in visualizing the operating profit by region and the customer type. So in North region, which type of customer has the most number of sales operating profit? So in the West region, the dominating one in this particular segment is the distributor in the West segment, having around 1.986 million sales and operating profit, and in the hospital type of the customer segment, we have the most number of sales by the central region, which comes to around 2.20 million. So this gives a data analysis of that of the product with the sales method, what type of sales method has been used. This is a multi-row card which gives a total number of sales, like what type of customer gives what type of sales, and here also the dominating one is the online sales. So coming to that particular segment only, online segment. So the number of units sold, so from this particular bubble chart, I can see that the number of sales for the product NeuroPlus is around 50.2 million, and the total units sold is around 53.4k. Coming to the next segment is the Respira Max, which has around a total count of customer type, which is around 213, having a total sales of 49.6 million, and the total units sold are 52.3k. Coming to the other part is my Gluco-Free, which has a count of customer type of around 209, having a total sales of around 46.6 million, and the total units sold is around 50.2k. And other one is the Pain Relief 100, having a total sales of 46.4 million, and the total units sold is 51.6k. And the last one is the CardioSafe, having a total sales of 41.6 million, and the total units sold is 42.9k. So this particular bubble chart is best for analyzing the three metrics together. So here I have used my count of customer type, total sales, and total units sold by the product. The particular data denotes the high versus low performing combinations. And for the managerial aspects, it helps in optimizing the customer channel strategy. Now, next is the word cloud, which I have used. It gives an easy to visually identify the dominant segment. So if I just go back to the main page, the dominant segment over here is the online one, because it can easily be seen that the one with the larger text and the particular segmentation of that area, customer type, the most dominant is the online one. Coming next is the pharmacy one. So it helps in allocating resources to high demand areas. So next is my demographic decomposition tree. Sorry, I have already explained it, that it helps in dividing the overall profit in the type of the segmentations. And last one is my tornado chart, which helps in the division of the operating profit by the region and the customer type. So this comes to an end of my sales method analysis. Coming back to the navigation page, next we have is the operating profit dashboard, which is completely focusing on the profitability. So this, just a minute. So this is helping me in analyzing the total operating profit. And I have three charts over here. First is the area chart, which comprises of the operating profit and the total sales by state. The next is the donut chart, which shows the profit contribution by each product. And third is the line chart, which displays the operating profit, monthly operating profit, basically revealing a seasonal trend, that in which particular season of the year the product is at a higher peak and which particular segment of the year it is at a lower peak. First of all, why I have used these visuals is because first, coming to the area chart, it provides a why I have used is because it shows magnitude plus the trend. So it denotes a state level efficiency, and also helps in analyzing the higher cost states. And for the managerial aspect, it helps in improving the operational efficiency. Coming to the donut chart, it gives me why it is used is because it gives a clear proportional comparison of the profit given by each product, and the data denoted by this shows the most profitable product, and it compares with the margin versus the sales. And for the managerial aspect, it supports the portfolio optimization. Coming to the last is the monthly profit trend, with showing the line chart. It is best used for sequential trend analysis. It denotes the seasonal profit movement, and it helps in budgeting and planning. So coming to this line chart, so this line chart particularly helps me in denoting that the total operating profit by month. So I can clearly denote that in which particular year of the month, which the operating profit is high, and in what particular month it is low. So from this data, I can clearly mention that in the month of May, the company had the highest number of operating profit, which is around 4.1 million, and in the month of November, it comes to the lowest segment, the lowest total, that is around 1.9 million. So this line chart gives me a detailed analysis of the operating profit by the months. Coming next is the line and area chart, which helps me to analyze both the aspects, that is the sum of operating profit and the total sales by the state. So this gives a brief analysis or a segmented data, that in which particular state I have the total number of sales, and in which particular state the sum of operating profit is the most and the least. So from this particular data, I can clearly state that the sum of operating profit from Telangana is the most, that is around 4.8 million, with having the total sales of around 2.7 million. And coming to the lowest segment is coming from Tamil Nadu, having a sum of operating profit around 3.2 million and a total sales of around 1.87 million. So coming to around 22.47% of the total sales and the total operating profit. So this gives me a brief about that. And last is the donut chart, which gives a total operating profit and the sum of units sold segmentation by the product. So this donut chart clearly indicates that the product NeuroPlus is the highest one among this, and the total operating profit is around 22.47%, having a total number of units sold around 53,407. And the least coming is from the product CardioSafe, having a total operating profit of around 16.33%, and the sum of units sold is around 42,879. So this comes to an end of my dashboard. So to conclude, the Power BI dashboard that is created from a structured Excel-based pharmaceutical sales data set, it provides a complete 360-degree analysis across the sales, product performance, sales method, and the operating profit. So each graph that I have selected is effectively showcasing the comparisons, trends, proportions, and the geographical insights. The dashboard provides clear managerial value by helping the decision makers in various aspects, like identifying the profitable regions and customer segments, optimizing the product portfolios, allocating the resources effectively, improving the pricing and the discount strategies, helping in forecasting the demand and profit, strengthening the sales channels, and making a fully data-driven strategic decision. So this dashboard successfully transforms raw data into a clear and actionable insight for the decision makers to finally have the decision based on the complete strategic analysis of the data. So here comes the end of my project. So thank you very much.